Welcome to UVCE Chronicles. We are in part 2 of episode 5. I'm Varsha and our guest is Mr. Srikanth from the batch of 1993. In the previous part, we talked about the legacy of UVCE. But focusing a little bit on the specific thing you wanted to talk about this month, we celebrated Women's Day and even our Sampada edition was based on women engineers. So we would like you to talk a little bit about the women of UVCE, highlight their achievements and contributions to this field and society in general.
Sir MV's vision of engineers was that they will be part of building the nation. The engineers who passed out from UVCE have always enabled the realization of this vision and helped build the nation over the last 100 years. The women who passed out of UVCE there has been no exception to that. They have blazed the path, whether it is in administration, academics, high-tech industries, or in technology, research and development. They have made immense contribution not just in India, but across the globe. And it is a privilege to talk about all of them.
There's an amazing story that I need to start off with. Okay, if the moment I speak of women in UVCE, I think UVCE actually paved the path, had the vision of one of the greatest rulers that we had, which was Nalvadi Krishnaraja Odayar and Sir MV. I think they truly believed in equality. Okay, and if you see Nalvadi Krishnaraja Odayar's mother, Her Highness Ammani, she was one of the persons who started many of the women colleges across the state. Maharani's College and all those things coming back almost 100 plus years ago. UVCE, the first batch, the first two ladies, I want to start off with the first two engineers of UVCE. One is Mrs. Malini, other one is Mrs. Uma. Okay, one from electrical, the other one from mechanical. These were the two first engineers who passed out from UVCE. One has settled in US. They went on to bring so much of laurel to the country. So 66, that is even before I was born, and that's how long UVCE can claim and be proud to say that, hey, we were the path breakers in terms of providing an opportunity for the women to come in. Now, the interesting thing is when there was this discussion or anecdote that is there, UVC was not at all prepared to have women in the college. Okay, so it was such a big challenge when these two ladies came in, and they were saying it was so much of effort that was put in by the faculty to ensure that these two ladies are taken care of. So all the facilities that the faculty used were extended to these two ladies who were passing out, because every other thing that was there in the college was meant for the boys. Okay, suddenly these two girls come in, and the faculty realized that they should and they must be supported, and that's how college cared at that point of time to make sure that these two amazing people pass out of UVCE. So if you see, that's how the UVCE started, and in the course of so many years, I can rattle out the number of women who have excelled in their field, both in engineering and outside of engineering. Some of the best examples that I can take in the immediate one, I was speaking about all the space and missile technology programs. Dr. Anuradha TK, she retired as director of spacecraft mechanisms from ISRO, and she also was accorded the Hemmeya Kannadiga in 2019 or 2018. So that's like from a public administration and the research establishment, the pinnacle. We have not stopped there, right? I think she passed out from 81 batch or so, and we have had. I don't know how many of you are aware, the Uma Reddy, again from 1984 batch. She actually, she is an entrepreneur. She runs her own company and the mini transformers, and very, very high successful. But it's not just the entrepreneurial success that she has. She has been so well respected in the industry that she has been on the FICCI panel, and she has been on the advisory committee of finance minister for almost 11 years now. Okay, how many of the women in this country can claim to be that? I think we should all be proud of what Uma has done. And there is Dr. Geeta, okay, and I think you covered that in Sampada recently. Again, amazing work that she has done in the space that she is in. So these are just the start, right? Now I'll take some of the examples of my couple of batches, my batch and my immediate junior and a couple of senior batches. The reason I'm so proud of all my friends coming out of this is I've seen them grow. I've seen the kind of effort that they have put in, and the reason that I call them leaders is because they have been they have grown and they have worked towards being there, and they have been there and they have made it happen not because they are women or not because of they got some pedestal positioning that happened because just they are women, because they have worked extremely hard towards that. They have paved the path to say as to how a engineer coming out of a college should shape things that needs to happen. For some of the examples that I can give is Sheenam, who is a year senior to me. She is a vice president at Dell. My own senior and my colleague at Intel, Chandrika Gokul. She is in Oregon, and she has been with Intel now for almost 27, 28, 29 years now. Okay, so she has been there. There's another person by name Vijay Lakshmi. Okay, so Vijay Lakshmi, again a senior of mine. She's a senior director at Qualcomm. I mean, I'm just giving you the kind of examples that I can think of. My own batch. If you see my own batch, each one of them is an amazing engineer. They have been amazing leaders. They have been an amazing manager, and apart from that, they have also been an amazing mentor, and they have been contributing to the society in the field of engineering and administration. There are people in my own batch. I have Sujata, who works at Intel, and she crossed 25 years at Intel. I have Malati, who is part of Siemens, and then I have people who are like Rupa, who has been working on advanced radars and technologies. So these are like very high tech, advanced technologies where they are making a difference to the both technological world as well as the impact. If I look at some of my seniors who have brought a lot of laurels, not just to the kind of because of the profession that they had, but even to the country. If I just take the example of Meghna Narayan, okay, she is a Rhodes Scholar. She went on to get her MBA from Wharton, and she is a very highly respected business person in US. I mean, just to give a glimpse of the kind of people who have passed out and the kind of work that they are doing, you will see and hear about all the engineering accolades. But what you might be missing out is somebody like Rupa Pai. Rupa Pai was 1 year senior to me, very good and dear friend. Even in school, college days, she was an amazing debater and she was in JAM. And she not only passed out with flying colors in her engineering, but later on, she has written some of the best books, and she's one of the bestsellers in the country today. Whether it is the Vedas for the kids or the Upanishads for the kids, and those kind of books which are like bestsellers, the way she has written, the articulation that happens. So this is what the leaders of UVC who happen to be women. I keep in saying that, Vasha, that it's I think we as people who have passed out of UVC should always be proud that we had an opportunity to cross paths with these amazing people all the time. So that's what I wanted to share with you, Vasha.
So that's absolutely inspirational. Like you said, these people are in amazing positions not because they are women or because of their pedestal positions, but it is their effort that counts. That's something we all need to pay attention to. Sir, how do you think that the current students should be motivated by the achievements of our female alumni in particular?
I'll tell you. Actually, one of the another classmate of mine whom I missed out is Sublakshmi, as we call her Lakshmi. Lakshmi is currently DGM in BHEL, right? And in a public sector which needs a lot of effort and the kind of work that happens, one of the Navratnas of the company, I mean of the country, she is a DGM. So if you look at all these five people that they have come, I mean, Mike, I can easily talk about my classmates and say, hey, what should people look up to them? They all were and are. When they did their engineering, they wanted to be engineers. Okay, they did not take up engineering because there was nothing else to do. They did engineering with passion. They have pursued their profession with that passion, and they have been very respectful for the profession that they have taken up. And it's not about saying, okay, now here comes something that I need to compromise with and I will do it. No, they have managed multiple things. If there is one thing that I have seen, almost all of them that they have managed is their professional and personal front, and they have been extremely successful and grown in both of them. All of them have kids, all of them have families, they're well settled, and they have thrived in their profession. And if you see, the best part in all these things is they have remained very humble. You can walk up to any of them as a friend. I can still feel that warmth. And even when I see from slightly distance, they still shower the same warmth amongst the people that they come across. I think the humility that when we all entered with in 89, I can still see the same after 30 years, the same kind of humility all of them possessing in the recent 25 years of reunion that we ended up having. So if I were to say that, hey, when you follow something, you follow it with passion. When you have success, make sure that you are humble about the kind of place that you came with, and always show the humility to say that success has come because of the hard work, and not because of who you were, and not because of the circumstances. It might have helped, but it certainly is because of the kind of hard work that has put in. Every lady that I have come across from UVC in my friend circle, I can easily say that each one of them have been there because of the kind of hard work and professionalism and the passion that they have shown for engineering, Varsha.
Definitely, sir. Remaining humble when you're in a position of power is something that must be appreciated and isn't done enough. But concluding on that, we would like you to share your thoughts about the importance of the alumni community and its need. So, would you like to tell our listeners why they should be a part of UVC Graduates Association, especially the newer alumni?
Okay. See, if I were to say one thing, alumni are the brand ambassadors of the college. Okay, and if a college if the students have to flourish, and the college has to flourish, the alumni is the one who are the external facing for the entire world. Well, the reason why I can speak so much about what UVC has done is because of the amazing work that the people who passed out of UVC they have done. Okay, and they have always worn UVC on their sleeves and their heart when they have said, "I'm from UVC." I'm speaking about my batch or the people who are senior to my batch. So the kind of being the fifth oldest engineering college in the country, there is a rich legacy. People across the world know about UVCE, and the network of such people is going to help immensely for everyone. And in such a scenario, what will happen is the more the people who are passing out of the college start joining the Graduates Association, they can start leveraging the bigger alumni network that is there. There is always somebody whom you can come to know that, hey, he has come up from UVC, and there's always the moment somebody gets to know that he or she has passed out of UVC, there will be that shoulder to lean on to. I'll just give you an example. The love and the warmth that I have got, whether it is from Professor Atre or from Lieutenant General Dr. Vijay Sundaram, they are like about 40 years senior to me. they still treat me as a junior. They've never treated me like, probably I'm younger to their sons that they have, but for them I'm a UVCEN, okay, and I'm their junior, okay, and that's the kind of bonding that you end up building the moment you hear that UVC. Another example that I'll give is when I went to US the first time, and I was this was back in '98, and I was still struggling figuring out what it was. Somebody got to know that I'm from Bangalore, and somebody said, "Where are you from?" "I'm from UVC." Then suddenly said, that was Chandrika, and she said, "I'm from UVCE too." And suddenly we started talking in Kannada, and that there was whole thing about how uh, mentoring and those kind of things that happen, right? So this is what a strong network builds, both professionally and personally. It's a net that is going to help each and every one of them, Varsha.
Definitely, sir. Yeah.
All the people who are passing out recently, or who have passed out recently, it will be great for you to be part of UVC Graduates Association, and you can always lean on to us. And as I have always leaned on to some of my seniors. Okay, that's what I would like to conclude, Varsha.
Yes, sir. It's a cycle. Somebody helps us, we help someone else, and it goes on. Sir, as much as we'd love to hear more from you, we're running out of time. So we'll have to stop here. But in a few words, this talk with you was informative and it was absolutely inspirational to hear stories of all these phenomenal people who are what they are today just because of their hard work. Anyway, thank you so much for giving us your time. And to our audience, thank you for listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you.